You can come for the bachelor party or come with 2 kids to live here for a month, and you will equally have an awesome time in Phuket. Because Phuket is just one island, but it has 15 different neighborhoods. Patong, if you're a party machine. Bang Tao, if you are looking for the luxury lifestyle. Or Rawai, if you're a digital nomad and want to spend few months here on a tropical paradise island. You come as a tourist, you enjoy your time here, and you decide to buy an apartment here on Phuket. Most buyers choose their property based on their 1 week or 2 week vacation experience. Then you move in and you realize it's 45 minutes drive to the international school. It's a quiet place that has no infrastructure at all, and you want to rent out, but your property sits empty for 9 months out of 12. So you're stuck living yourself in the place you don't love and sometimes you hate. Bad luck. Hi everyone, I'm Artyom, a co-founder of Insight Estate, and for the last 3 years I've been living and experiencing Phuket and also helping clients to acquire properties that they dream about. Today I'll break down Phuket's most popular neighborhoods, real numbers, for whom those neighborhoods are, infrastructure, prices, and by the end of the video you will know exactly which Phuket area is right for you. And we start, of course, with the most famous part of Phuket, Patong. If you need a short summary of what Patong is, it is a party central. Who lives here? Tourists, party crowd, and younger mid-term visitors. So if you are 20, you like to party, Patong is the right choice for you. And who doesn't live here? For example, me, or everyone whom I know who lives permanently on the island never ever goes to Patong. That should be like a special occasion. Stay tuned for the best family places. I will reveal it later in the video. So what's the vibe here? Party 24/7, famous Bangla Road, a center for the nightlife and partying. If you come as a tourist, I definitely suggest you go at least once there just to experience the Thai nightlife. For the infrastructure, you have everything here, so restaurants, massages, a nice beach, all the services you can imagine actually. I mean, all the services you can imagine. But if it comes to a hospital or a school or a kindergarten, that's not the place. If you're coming for a week or two to party, good choice. The beach. This is naturally a Patong beach, a very nice place, especially 7 or 8 a.m. when all the party animals are still asleep or just go to sleep. But the beach gets very much crowded throughout the day. I would call it the most crowded beach on the island. As for the noise, its levels are extreme and it's noisy up to 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, so be ready for that. As for the property investment, really I can't recommend a lot of projects here, just a few, but the prices would be as following. So a small studio in Patong itself or across the hill from Patong starts at around 75,000–80,000 US dollars, and the luxury condos start at 250–300 US dollars. But again, the choice is very limited here. There is a big secondary market, but if you want something brand new, not a lot we can offer. At the same time, the rental potential of your property is quite high, especially during the high season from November through March, but Patong is getting crowded also during the low season, so it could be a good investment option for your buck. Guys, if you've ever been to Patong and thought I could never ever live here, just push the like button and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. Kata and Karon in the south, just south of Patong. This is a perfect place for families, and the place gets crowded during the high season with a lot of tourists, but still you have all the infrastructure that you need. You have beautiful beaches, one of my favorite probably. Karon is just awesome, so a nice place to come with a family. In terms of the vibe, it's much more relaxed versus Patong. You still get a lot of bars and some of the nightlife, but in general, it's very quiet by 11 p.m. So who lives here? I would say that maybe 90, maybe 75% of the visitors here are tourists, but also there are some people who prefer to live here as a family, and you have all the infrastructure, restaurants, some shopping centers, local markets to buy some veggies and fruit. Some of the gyms are here or not far from here, and the international schools you can reach, I would say, in 10-15 minutes. And this place is seasonal, probably the most seasonal place on the island because of the tourists. November through March, quite busy, and during summer, or maybe like May through September, almost no one, which makes it a perfect place to be actually for me as a permanent resident. So I like visiting Karon, Kata area during the low season. In terms of the beaches, if you live here, you have 3 beaches, mostly in walking proximity. So Karon, this is a 4 kilometers beautiful beach, really beautiful, love it a lot. You have Kata, much more neat, but gets crazy crowded during the high season. And you also have a Kata Noi with not people at all, which makes it beautiful for those who prefers something more quiet. For the properties, I would say that if you buy here, it's better to buy as a second home, and if you really like the area, buy for yourself. As for investment properties, there are better neighborhoods or areas that will deliver higher return on investment, but still there are quite a few options here, and studios are starting at around $100,000, and the choice is much bigger than the one in Patong. But again, this place is a perfect investment if you want to use the property yourself and do it quite a bit. For investment purposes, let's look somewhere else. And for the rental strategy and how to maximize it, or how to get the rental yields and at the same time use the property yourself, I made a separate video on this topic. You can check it here. Let's go further south, and we're in a beautiful Nai Harn, Rawai area. I used to live here for 1 year and really loved it. So this area is very popular with digital nomads, long-term residents, some retirees, and in general this feels like a real tropical island with a lot of villas, a lot of greenery, a lot of small roads, nice local cafes. So I think you can feel that I really root for this area of the island because I really love it. So in terms of infrastructure and long-term living, this is a perfect place to be. For the beaches in Rawai, you can always go to Karon and Kata, but you have a beautiful, beautiful Nai Harn beach, which is very popular with some guys into sports. So there is a nice lake nearby, everyone is running there. You can go for hiking, again, some gyms are there. It's not that crowded with tourists, of course there are some, but not that much as in other areas. You have also a Yanui beach where you don't have some sunbeds and this type of stuff, but it's very neat, picturesque, in a very nice place surrounded by jungles and some islands nearby, and some of the best sunset spots are also there. In terms of your rental strategy or investment strategy, this is a good place because it doesn't die during the low season, because a lot of digital nomads are still there and a lot of long-term residents are also still there. In this area, we have quite a selection of options for the property investment. They start from around $75,000 and go up to whatever number you can imagine for a nice villa closer to the beach. So for the rental potential, this is a great place for long-term leases. You buy, you rent out, and you forget. Works really nice. So we started in Patong, we went all the way down to the south. Let's get back to Patong and go a little bit north. We are in the most developed area of the island, which is called Bang Tao. You can also sometimes hear Laguna Phuket. So what makes Bang Tao so popular and so rich in a sense? Upscale infrastructure, restaurants, some shopping areas. You have international schools here, so people with kids prefer to live not far from the international schools. Tennis courts, you have paddle centers, you have golf, you name it. So you have a whole bunch of infrastructure for long-term living and also for upscale tourism. This place attracts people with money, and this makes properties here much more interesting in terms of returns. For the property prices, we still can find something in the entry point, but I would suggest to think about 120, 130 price range as a starting point for a small studio. We have a lot of options for more luxury or premium apartments here for 400,000, 500,000 and above. And also there are a lot of luxury villas in the range of 700,000, 1 million and above. For the rental potential, it's very popular with expats. It's very popular with upscale tourists. So here both daily rentals, long-term leases and mid-term leases work really, really well. And if you own a premium villa here, you can easily rent it out for the high season because there is a shortage of supply of premium villas here for the high season. So it goes like in one day it's gone. So if your budget allows, just pick Bang Tao and enjoy the vibe. For more Phuket real estate insights, click the subscribe button. Thank you. Next up, we go closer to the capital city of the island. We go to Chalong. So this is a controversial type of place. A lot of people who come or live in Bang Tao don't like Chalong because it's not Bang Tao, right? But I'm enjoying this place. Also spent almost a year there. So this place is very, let's say, local. And it's also very popular with expats, usually a little bit more conscious about budget. You have schools, you have gyms, you have trade centers, you have local restaurants. So what you don't have in Chalong is the beach. So if you want to go to the beach every day, Chalong might be a complicated place to choose just because the beach is 15, 20, 25, sometimes 30 minutes. But if you come as a long-term resident and you will work Monday through Friday, this is a good choice. It could be very budget friendly, but still you have everything you need, like co-workings, coffee shops, fast Wi-Fi, expat community, bars, restaurants, and etc. So a laid-back local place. For the property prices, here you may find probably some of the most affordable options, starting from 60,000-70,000 US dollars, sometimes even less. But also some luxury villas are also available here because there are few really upscale international schools and people coming with their kids want something upscale. You have options to rent out something luxurious, I think, right? Thank you. Next is the capital of the island, the old town or Phuket Town, a very authentic Thai place. Not popular with tourists, but the place is really, really nice. The old town is beautiful. So naturally, you have the best infrastructure here. So you have all the international hospitals, you have a gazillion of nice coffee shops, some co-working spaces, some kindergartens, like you have more or less everything here, but again, you do not have the beach. So the beach from the old town is probably 15-20 minutes at best. You have everything to run your day-to-day life here, and to go for the weekend, you go out for the beach time. For the property prices, this is really tricky because there are a lot of apartments and a lot of buildings not allowing foreigners to buy in. There are not a lot of options I can suggest to you in this area, and the market, the rental market, is very local. So at Inside Estate we have a very complex analytical system, and it analyzes each property based on almost 200 criteria. And Phuket Town as an investment tool usually is not going to make top of the list. But again, investment potential is one thing. Staying for a week or two or a few months is definitely a different thing. So if you want to work, you want a co-work in a nice coffee shop and have everything in terms of the infrastructure, this might be a perfect place to stay for a month or two. Few quick mentions of the other areas. Let's start from Kamala. Kamala is transitioning from a village, which sitting in between Patong and Bang Tao. It really has a lot of investment potential. A lot of luxurious places, surprisingly, are here, and one of the Michelin Guide hotels are situated here. It's a nice place. It used to have no infrastructure. Now it has all the shopping malls. But if you need to go to a hospital or you need to go to the international school, probably your options are very limited. So this place is really skewed towards luxury tourists and long-term residents without kids. I would put it this way. Still, few very interesting options are available in this area in terms of the property acquisition. I know a lot of people who love this area to stay as a vacation place or really living here long-term. Just north from Kamala, there is an area called Surin. It's a neighbor of Bang Tao, and sometimes you can just consider it to be like same place. So Surin is very nice, with few interesting developments going on, with a very nice beach there. Probably my favorite area to spend time during the weekend. Again, a lot of nice places, restaurants, cafes. We're building a co-working space in this area, in this particular area. A lot of possibilities in terms of investments, but I would say that the entry prices are higher than average, just because there are no entry point condominiums building here. If you are ready to go with a budget of 200,000 and above, we can consider Surin as well. A very nice place that is developing and I think will have a bright future. Few words about Layan Beach. This is a northern neighbor of Bang Tao, and Bang Tao is already developed. Layan is being developed right now as we speak. A lot of infrastructure are coming there. A lot of interesting projects are coming to this area. So in terms of the rental potential or investment potential, a very interesting place to consider if you want something with the potential for growth. But if you come right now, it's a little bit underdeveloped, like small roads, you don't have a lot of people, so the beach is empty. And also in the north of Layan, there is a so-called Billionaire's Bay with a couple of iconic Phuket properties, a good place to be and a good place to invest. And one more very interesting neighborhood called Nai Yang. I would say that's a very family-oriented place. Again, in the early stages of development, surrounded by the national parks on both sides. It's literally 5 minutes from the airport and 5 minutes from the beach. And the Nai Yang Bay is very family-friendly because the water is not deep, and also during the low season, when other parts of the island get a lot of waves, here you can still enjoy flat sea, which makes it very family-friendly and family-oriented. No nightlife whatsoever, so very nice choice, both for spending time as a family, but also finding something for investment purposes, really a good option. Folks, don't forget to write in the comments which area sounds best for you. So let's sum up. Infrastructure, I would say Bang Tao, and for long-term residents, I would say Chalong. Best beach, that's a tough one. I have few candidates. Nai Yang in the north, Layan in the middle, and Nai Harn or Karon in the south. Year-round activities, Rawai in the south, Old Town, Bang Tao. Family-friendly, Bang Tao and Nai Yang. Budget-friendly, Old Town, Chalong, and if we need something closer to the beach, I would say Rawai. Rental income, Bang Tao, Bang Tao, Bang Tao. Peace and quiet, Kamala, Nai Yang, and Rawai. Location determines everything in terms of your living comfort and in terms of your investments. That's the #1 priority. Don't rely on your 7-day vacation in a certain area. Speak with someone you trust or try to experience different areas of the island yourself or of the country. For more guidance and for some more fun, don't forget to check those videos, and I'll see you in the next one.